before we get started. All right. So it looks like we have some people starting to filter in. Excellent. All right. Hello. Give me a couple seconds. Let me fix the. There we go. That should work a little better. All right. We'll just wait just a little bit longer for people to kind of start filtering in, and then we'll get started. It's been a long week. Not necessarily bad. It's just been a bit of a long week. That's how it goes. Oh, looks like they did an update. I'll have to read up on that and see what they changed. Alright. More music than me. Oh, I can fix that. That's no problem. That's an easy adjustment. How's that? Is that any better? Can you hear me a little bit better than the music? I hope so. But let me know. I definitely want this to be good for everybody to see, hear, understand. Oof. It's been a day for allergies, that is for sure. Excellent. All right. A couple more moments. I just want to give people an opportunity to start filtering in before I hit this new game button when I get started. Because there's some cool stuff. Alright. I kind of want this to be a little bit more interactive. I'd like people to be able to kind of jump in, make suggestions, give me some ideas. There is a lot to character creation. And I don't know that taking my time is the best, taking my time is the best idea. Speeding through, not so much. Why, yes, character creation is definitely the real game. I mean, let's be perfectly fair here. There are 25 classes in the game, and each one of them has about 4 or 5 archetypes. And then later on in the game, when you can qualify for them, there are the prestige classes that you could jump into on top. So, it's not a small thing. So, Oh, yes, the mythic levels. Don't know how long it takes before you start really kicking into that, but I have not seen enough in to see what those actually look like yet. But I'm looking forward to it. Wrath of the Righteous was the first campaign I actually picked up with the intent to truly run a whole group through. And we didn't make it past the first couple of chapters before scheduling and other things basically kind of got in the way of it. So, but to be fair, I'm kind of into the whole story sort of thing. So I'm probably going to adjust a few of the difficulties to match it. So some people might think of it as being cheating, but I don't. But, I'm also the same sort of guy who basically says if you beat the game on easy, you still beat the game. Actually, I was the DM. I didn't horribly murder anybody. It's just, like I said, it was other things. Scheduling was a part of it. People not being as interested as they thought they were getting into it. And they're a little bit more used to other games, and Pathfinder could be a little unwieldy and unfriendly to new people, but even with somebody who can explain it well to them. No, different game. No, this was the one before we got into the game that Saren started running. The one where friendships came to an end over bad decisions and horrifying misunderstandings. I was thinking potentially about a primal druid, just because the idea of having a dinosaur running around with me sounds pretty cool. I kind of like that idea. Kineticists interest me just because it's a kineticist, and that's the only real psychic class that wound its way in. Hey, it's Ricky, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you jumping in. All right. Okay. Well, let's get a start going on this. All right. Like I said, I'm going to mod the difficulty a bit. So it's going to be all, Tiefling Oracle. That's an interesting idea. I prefer to do all the leveling on my own. Thank you. They'll leave the tutorials on because I know myself, know most of the stuff pretty well, but we'll see. I mean, I can always change these things on the fly if I need to, so. Alright. I already know that I'm not going with one of the pre-generated characters. So... I'm kind of not fond of the fact they want you to pick a portrait first, so it doesn't really matter which one I pick because I'm probably going to end up coming back here and picking a more appropriate one later anyway. So we'll just skip to the class. So, as you can see, 25 freaking classes in here. I mean, this list is not small. If you're familiar with Pathfinder 1, which I am, you might already have a pretty good idea what you're looking for, but I know a lot of these pretty well, but I am not an expert because I didn't get all of the books and I didn't deep dive into all of the books. But I know enough about most of these to have a decent idea, and what I don't know I can always read. So I'm not super worried. But what class would people be interested in seeing, running around the game? Because I am definitely interested in, making something that's going to keep people interested. I certainly want to play something I know I'm going to find fun. Which is why the Primal Druid looks so interesting, because of the whole dinosaurs, megafauna, and having them running around with you. And having this form of animal companion added in, because unlike normal, this one levels with you, which is pretty cool. I was kind of interested in the kineticist just because I liked it, and it's kind of like neat, the idea of being something of a bender, which I think is pretty neat. You just got to pick which one you want. Yeah, I think so. A lot of interesting choices, but shamans get kind of interesting. But yeah, give me some ideas. Like I said, I'm kind of debating a little bit between the Primal Druid and a Kineticist, but I'll take an argument for something else that's interesting. Nine-tailed Air Kitsune Sorcerer could be interesting. Wild Shamans do get a bad, don't they? Don't know what kind of pet they get, but I think it could be definitely interesting. So... okay. I could do that. Looks like a wild shaman. We'll just kind of skip ahead a little bit. There we go. That's what we want. There we go. Bear, boar, giant centipede, dog, or elk. Could be interesting. That's what I know for sure, because that's the Mastodon, Smilodon, otherwise known as a saber-toothed tiger, the Triceratops, or a Velociraptor. That's definitely an interesting set of choices, for sure. I'd go with a shaman. This character creator is pretty hardcore, but yeah. I mean, if you're taking your time with it, it's going to take a bit. Well, sure. Why not? Let's try a wild shaman. I mean, clearly it tried to pick out a race for me that didn't quite work out. We'll fix that easy. So, race was... Or do I have to pick... No, I can't pick that. Or is it forcing me into a half-orc? Let's see. Ah, there we go. No, you're right. That's a lot of options. I kind of like the idea of a mastodon or a or a triceratops to go tanking. Welcome back, Druki. Trying to figure out what kind of pet I want. Have to be a half-orc. That's fine. I can live with that. That's not so bad. More DPS. Always with the more. Alright. Half-orc. Well, they're definitely interesting. I mean, shamans are... Indeed. Shamans are one of the weird hybrid classes that was put out late in First Edition's run. It was considered one of the slightly more potent classes because of how it combined the druid and the witch. And so a lot of people are like, well, how can you take two spellcasting classes like that and merge them together and not have it be completely over the top? I didn't play one either, but I thought it was kind of interesting. But I want some bonuses on saving throws and nature checks. I want the extra skill point. The extra skill point could be useful. Only because that just keeps building every single level, so... Probably, as far as Mythic Path goes, I'm thinking the Azada. Because that's a little bit more animal-based. And it's chaotic good. Which is what I usually end up playing. Although, to be fair, every time we roleplay, my own personal preferences have always been Cleric or Paladin, because that's how I view myself. That's the way I've just kind of always looked at myself, as being one of those, so, you know. Aeon is not a bad choice because it's very lawful good. If you're playing a Paladin, Aeon is almost a perfectly natural selection because that makes perfect sense. For a shaman dealing with the spirits and such, Azada makes a little bit more sense. But I think I'll take Human Race because the extra skill point doesn't hurt because I like having skills. Now we get this part. Okay. Yes, a noble wildland shaman. Not sure how much sense it makes, but that's okay. A person of faith in the temple. Skills to pay the bills? Always. Always. Wanderer makes a lot of sense here. And since I'm already going to get lore nature, the extra bonus to that doesn't hurt. Hunter, that's perception just in case, because who doesn't want high perception? Scimitar's probably not such a bad plan. Regional list is kind of big. It kind of depends on where you want to be from. Personally, I've always been fond of Varissia. Well, that's probably because of the gypsies. But considering it's like the wildlands, that would either be Bendev or even Mwangi. Could potentially go with Mwangi. That always makes for an interesting location to be from. But I'm thinking... a nomad would be good just for that proficiency in scimitars. And my animal companion gets even more health. More health. More health is good. I like more health. Alright. Here comes the fun part. We'll be changing the portrait. Guess we'll go change that now. Why did they make only female versions here? Sure, that works. Okay, well, we know that we need a high wisdom, because that's the whole part to that. And charisma. No, not completely. Tricky. I have not activated a Nightbot. I have a couple of mods, but not very many. But definitely, throw me your suggestions on what I can do to improve it, and I'll be happy to do that. Let's see. There we go. That's not horribly horrible. Alright. That should work pretty well. Yeah, I think so. Sadie does have some really amazing things. She's essentially been pretty much the senpai that helped me get started the most, so definitely would happily listen to what Sadie has to say about it. All right. Perception, that's given. Persuasion, nature, world. What do you think? This looks like a good set of skills. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. Yes. I think this looks good. Anybody have any other ideas, suggestions for skills, or does this look good to everybody? Yeah, I like that 9. I also like having that 6 in persuasion and the 7 in perception, because there's all kinds of craziness to find. Right. Time to pick a feat. Now, if you like perception checks, alertness is good. But as I understand it, persuasive is... Gosh, I can speak. Persuasive is better because you get persuasion and perception. Both. So, it's kind of weird that way. Here's me make a bite attack. That'd be fun. And of course, thumbs up to a whole bunch of things we don't get to pick out for a long time. Well, that kind of goes back to the whole, gonna plan your character out. That could come in handy. With a certainty. Only really helps if everybody is taking that. Could go with that. Or especially hard to kill. Improved initiative to make sure I'm really going to go first. No, it's really going to be me. Meta magic is kinda handy, but not right away. I kinda like the whole persuasion perception. Oh yeah, Celeste is good. I mean, I haven't done much with it, to be fair. I really should be doing a lot more with it than I am, but I just gotta get around to actually reinstalling it first. But no, this one's definitely a lot deeper, for sure. So, I think I want to go with Persuasive because I want that extra perception. Make that at 9, to make it really hard to miss those secret doors. Should I wander by them? And Persuasion, because you never know when you need to persuade somebody that, no, you're wrong. Of course, it also puts you in that weird diplomatic position of, you should choose me. No, you should choose me. Right. All right. We are at the Animal Companion Fund. Nice. I might have to give that a try then. So what are we thinking? Big old Mastodon? Spilodon? The Triceratops? I mean, does anybody want to see a charging Triceratops coming for them? Or a charging Mastodon for that matter? Or the Smilodon with its ridiculous number of attacks, for the whole more DPS. What do we think? Could do a Triceratops and name it Sarah for those who get the reference. The Smilodon. I don't know. I'm going for more of a custom. It's not really, I'd say slightly easier, but for a slightly easier run. Mostly because I'm kind of interested in the story slightly more than the tactics, but they are very good. Well, I definitely want to go run around with one of the dinos. They all do sound cool. I kind of like the idea of running around with either a Triceratops or a Mastodon. Face melting, huh? Well, a Triceratops could still melt face because you have that thing charged with that gore attack. And I mean, I did see one Triceratops attack where it charged, hit the NPC. It flew back even as it died. So that was kind of neat looking. But for utter face melting, that would definitely be the Smilodon. So. What other thoughts do we have? Smilodon? Okay. How about you, Feathered? What do you think? Sure. Not a problem. A Smilodon named Diego. All right, let's pick out an appropriate deity for this. Ah. Bow's Ray is good for nature. But if you're dealing with spirits and such, you probably really want to go with Pharasma, because she's the fate and death and spirits and such, so she's not a bad choice. Desna's not bad because of the Great Dreamer, Mother Moon, Wandering. But if you know anything about the Pathfinder world, Desna is older than everything. She was around before everything else was. But there's old Deadeye, of course, he's all big into farming and hunting and trading, and he's pretty cool too. But I'm thinking either Pharasma or probably Desna. Desna makes a little bit more sense if I'm going for Azada, because the church for Desna, apparently the Azada quest, is in her church. So, I kind of like the whole wanderer aspect. Yeah, I agree. All right. Neutral good, chaotic neutral. Mm-hmm. Neutral good. It's kind of a, tell the truth, keep your word. That's lawful. Chaotic is kind of do your own thing. Or actually, as I like to put it, do what thou wilt, but stay cool. But be cool. I think we'll go with chaotic. All right, now the fun part. Lawful neutral? Yeah, it does have some interesting dialogue options. I have no doubt. Now, do we want a female half-orc or do we want a male half-orc? I think I said we're supposed to go for a male, but it doesn't really matter in the end. Man, this looks so nice. That makes more sense to me. Kind of like the whole youthful look to that one. Yeah, neutral does kind of open up more options, but chaotic certainly has its share. How green do I want to be? Because, we all know it's not easy being green. I think I kind of like that lighter green here. Hair. We're not bald. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Looks cool to me. Beards, because that just makes them look that much more interesting. Hello, I get mistaken as the evil mustache twirling villain all the time. I don't know. Beards on an orc look just so... I mean, half-orc, sure, but it does seem kind of look a little weird, but... What color hair do we want to go with it? I'm going for more of a youthful sort of look. That's not bad. Alright. Do we want war paints? Probably not. Don't really care about them. I think being green's a little too overdone. You're druidish. You should be green. You should be more green. No. I kind of like the blues. Blue is always kind of my thing, though. Always has been. Shocking. So shocking. So surprising. People who know me really well know that blue is my absolute favorite color. So I'm real big into blue and shades thereof. I do know the reference. It's very Diablo. The whole achievement, you know. Ugh. I kind of like that silvery color. Voice time.
We do it my way. Let's shake a leg. Strike as one.
Who's that?
Let us be off.
A solid plan.
Let's hear you cry.
That sounded fun.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Ah, entertainment. Don't know, don't care.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
That's a little too young.
And off we go. Does anyone require my counsel? Damn, son! I can find better.
Which one? The optimist, the wise, or the grump? The optimist. Okay.
Beautiful. Are you still here? We'll win this, one way or the other.
Alrighty. Optimist it is. Alright. Names are fun. Nice. Very cool. Let's go look at that. Nestoruk. Yes. It's not that I can't come up with names of my own. I can. It just gets a little fun to kind of see what kind of names they throw at you. Let's think. Naming it myself, you know, Erevan is just kind of par for the course, but sometimes I'm going to go a little different. That looks good. Cool. I'll definitely have to go look into that more for sure. Alright, let's get completely random. Or I could just go with today's date. I mean, why not? There we go. That works. Torvin Brogman. Interesting. Alright. This looks good to me. Anybody got any ideas about anything they think they would change? than that, I think we're probably good to go. All right.
And off we go.
And off we go. All right. That's a lot of spells. Divine Zot. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Oh. I look forward to it. I definitely look forward to a fourth wall breaking line. I will enjoy that. Here we go.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
An accommodating ditch. Wow. This guy's fun. Ooh. That sounds painful, Taruki. Sounds very painful.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him? Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris. The walls, you say? The
Technically.
enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
Sure.
We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival.
Sure.
O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Let me die. I won't give up that easily. Water. Let's be tough here. Dude, I'm dying. But you're gonna take my weapons anyway. Sure.
Hear, hear. That's the Crusader spirit.
Yes.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there. Yes, you. Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
Sauce all around. Yes.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
Well, I've kind of already set out that I wanted to be more of a traveler.
Just passing by? And how am I to know that you're not a demon spy? Or worse?
Here we go.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
Yeah, I agree. Hellcat did a fantastic job with getting the voice acting in this.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabras. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Boy, he's in such a... First he's like, we're going to help you. We're going to do all these great things for you. And then as soon as you start getting healed, it's like, now, who the hell are you? Because I don't have a clue who you are. Mm-hmm.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Nice. Now let's not be ungrateful. Always say thank you to people who are going to save your life. That's nice. That's cute. I suppose as a half-orc I might look like a demon.
I accept your thanks. But my work is not yet done.
You're really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Sounds like a silver.
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
What
I'm not
happened?
in yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Awesome.
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return.
Goody. Something to look forward to.
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
All right. Day of the city. Sample the special festival drink. Sure. Let's go get drunk. Moving around. Well, you look like fun. Multi-attack. Improved evasion. All good things. Of course, that's tough for a while, but you know. Alright. Do you want him to be aggressive? A bully? A bulwark? A daredevil? Death-touched? A racer? Or a wrecker? Daredevil sounds like it would be a little fun. Artful acrobat. Bonus on mobility. Could be helpful. Racer just moves faster. Wrecker breaks armor. That could be useful. Death touched? I don't know about that. Well, that might be helpful in case somebody throws out an inflict. Oh, look. Barding. And damage reduction. Bull rush. Yeah, whoop. Power attack. Lose evasion, gain bleed. Bleed for me. Bleed lots for me. Devil may care. Whatever. I think I want to lose multi-attack, though. Oop. I kind of like the whole bleed, bleed, and bleed some more. I want staff. I like perception. Let's not get you surprised too much. Okay. What shall we give you? That seems pretty good. Clave sounds real good. Echo. Oh. Type too fast, get things wrong. There we go. Huzzah! We have a complete animal companion. All right. Let's go find a place to go drink. Howdy there, sir. Good to see you tonight. Welcome in. What do you say? Would you like another round? Sample the drinks. All right. Alright. Throw a dart, or hit the mannequin. Let's go punch a mannequin. Click, click, click. Right mouse. This is how you talk to characters. Hold the tab and see what you could interact with. Call that a punch? Well, that doesn't sound good. Well, that's just a bad day. That might be an understatement to say here's trouble.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Silver. Well, alrighty then.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bang, she was gone. What are you gonna do?
Splashed with blood and
Fight
burned to
flee.
the teeth.
If flee at your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Piscari. Wasn't a very old silver, must not have been. Larger than an elephant, its towering insectile nightmare wields a scythe made of bone. Its wings are swarms of biting flies, and its inhuman eyes glitter with cruel intelligence. Discari, demon lord of chasms, infestations, and locusts, is believed by many scholars to be the usher of the apocalypse. He carved his realm from the raw matter of the abyss using the great scythe rift carver, a weapon he crafted from the remnants of the strange creature his father Pazuzu mated with tens of thousands of years ago. Discarding his cult of long plagued the northern nation of Sarkoris, where his cultists were eventually driven into the Lake of Mists and Veils by Aerodin. Yet upon Aerodin's death, Discari's influence on Galarian ripened and burst, transforming Sarkoris into the demon-haunted world. Hey, little guy, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
You have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Who's this Discari dude?
You must have got a good drum around the head, brother. Discari's a demon, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
But as much as it is to ask the really stupidly obvious question, what's going on?
Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. The place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
I'll fight a demon.
Sure thing. Here, take this. The best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Cool.
Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
It's a good plan. I don't really want to get eaten.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Ione. Behold the death I sow.
Whee! Looks like we fell into a hole. Oh, right.
The silver dragon Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Goody. All right. Well, looks like we did better than I thought we did. And I am otherwise unarmed. Well, better that than nothing at all. Look for survivors. Ah, found somebody.
Holy mother of...
Pinned to the ground. That's good. Not.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
Sila.
I feel them all right. Wouldn't say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's good.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Skill checks. Okay. Well, we took Knowledge World. Let's not rely on brute strength. Let's use the lever. Hey, success. Awesome. Got extra XP. Rolled a 15. Not bad. Didn't even break a sweat. Excellent.
Look at you! It's good to meet someone who uses brains first and brawn second.
Presumably.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Inevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
That's probably a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabras will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
I'm just a traveler.
Call me superstitious if you want, or maybe cynical. But I just don't believe in chance or coincidences.
I like her. I like that.
How many stories around the tavern table have started with those very words?
I'm just a traveler.
Right enough. I have this habit, see, anytime somebody starts yakking about blind chance, it always turns out that the thing was as far from a quirk of fate as you could want. Sorry, don't take it personal, like.
Yeah.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize,
Of course.
there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Indeed. All right. Backspace. Whatever's clever. Aha! Loot. All right. Anything better for me to use? Cold iron heavy mace. That is a very pretty cloak. Cold iron heavy mace. Heavy shield, light shield. Cute. Looking good. Container. Trendilev scale. Great. So don't die until you're at least level 3.
Who's there?
Ah, a half-elf. Torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt, but a lot of dignity. Okay. Lovely.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought... Naively, it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, she certainly seems smart.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Discari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
Isn't she interesting? What do you think? Quite an interesting party?
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic. I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Great.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Indeed. Join us.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Indeed. Onward.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
I agree. Healing's good.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Cute. A dagger. A masterwork dagger. Not just a dagger. A really good one. Okay. Cool. What have you got? A cold iron rapier. Okay. And a buckler. And you can't use the shield. Hello there. My little kitty girl over here is trying to get my attention. I must not have been paying close enough attention to her earlier. That's okay. If she jumps up, she jumps up. We can all say hello. Otherwise, just kind of wander around a little bit. But who knows? Maybe you'll get to see her. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. Onward. Light. Sure.
Should I?
Should I? Ooh. Saddle up, huh? Virtue. Saw it. All right. God, you have a great night, too, Turkey. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it greatly. I hope you enjoyed seeing stuff. I know you've been doing your own run, but I imagine mine's probably going to be a lot different. Might help if I select my whole party. But yeah, I'll talk with you tomorrow. Have a great night. Get some rest. Take care. Giant centipede. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Bam! Got something gilded already. Guessing wherever it is, it's not in sight. Well, guess we could have you move up. Aha! Charge! Splat! Woo! You missed, ha!
I got this.
No, you really don't. That was terrible.
The spirits demand your blood.
Awesome. That looked like it went well. Money. Who knows how long it's going to be before I get up, but I don't think I need to overload my inventory this early.
Here we go.
Another scale. That control's annoying. I get the idea, but... Turn base. Well, I'll have to look at that again later.
Into the fray!
Don't miss. Oops, a little too far.
For today's sacrifice.
Damn you!
Damn you! Oh, didn't drop anything. Up or down? What do you think? Up or down? I think down? I mean, I know the idea is to go up, but you know.
I can handle it.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Silly me for thinking that down would be the smarter option. Ooh. Charge! Cool, you can make it. Splat. These camera controls are not the most intuitive. What do we got? Scroll. Light mace. Woo! Potion. Bracers. Money. Light mace.
Can't make the demons wait.
Can't make the demons wait. You sure?
Save the last one for me.
Big ass fly. Please don't miss.
Are you still here?
Apparently the answer to that question is yes, it is still here. Whee. Splat. Oh yeah.
Go for their hearts! I'll cut you wide open!
No glory without risk.
Okay.
Good guys always win.
Good guys always win. Ooh. Pile of bones. Brew potions, scribe scrolls. Cooking. Guess we get to cook. That'll be fun.
The heartbeat quickens.
Ah, don't get hit. Great. What did I say about not missing?
I got this. Damn, son!
Oh, damn, son. I'm enjoying this. Maybe a little too much.
The spirits demand your blood.
Damn, son. Yo, I love it. That was great.
The inheritor tried my blade.
That hurt, though. I mean, look at that. Ouch. Okay.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. All right.
Open your heart to me.
Open your heart to me. I'll think about that. you have potions. Actually, has a potion too. What, only one of them? Well, I guess that's one way to divide them up. Let's see. Studded leather, better than nothing. I have a scroll. Large. Guess I gotta skin it first. Okay. Ah, and fail, of course. Damn, son. Person.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
He looks, different. Vivisection is stitching together a lizard and a man. It seems about right. Okay.
Wenduog!
Wenduog.
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
Like a cross between a cat and a spider.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Alright. Well, the demons are laying waste to stuff up above us.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
I don't think those are tieflings, but hey.
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Okay.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
I got the feeling this guy's first language is sarcasm.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
Clever.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
Gotcha. So, underground crusaders, huh?
In Canabres, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
Well, you know it's bad when your fairy tales start coming true.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, And when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Yes. Sarcasm. So where are we?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
I like him too.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Well, what are we doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Okay, lost kids. How much you want to bet we're going to go looking for them?
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
Well, I just kind of like the idea of finding a holy sword, it's just in general, I think that's probably good.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
Ooh. We've got an optimist here.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Okay. Well, let's see here. A maze?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Voices like hers always tend to come across like a villain. So, I got a feeling about this optimist.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Dangers.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Okay. Tell me about this wonderful sword of holy flame.
It came here with its owner a long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
It's a lot.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
Wow. Okay then. Well, we'll help you find it. I mean, sure.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, sorty. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
It looks sorty. Sure. Okay.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Oh, ever the optimist. Some objects aren't so easy to find. Perception checks. Okay.
Found anything?
Well, guess we'll keep searching. Wow. Yeah. She sounds like she's gonna be fun. I must have failed. Boo. Loss.
Now what is that?
Well, let's find out. It's a copper ring. Definitely not a sword. An improvised museum or some kind of temple. Grinding stones. Sure.
I found something.
I found something helpful, as always. Ooh, gems are good.
What's that there?
More grinding stones. Right.
I found something.
More gems.
What's that there? I found something.
What am I supposed to think about that? Oh, well, that looks like a sword. That's very swordy. Day 16, month Erodus 8, year 4715. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Varthan feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one, or another one entirely? Barthen's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. The girl with the golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have the strength, I must. But recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Barthen intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to... Well, let's see. We're an angel, right? Heal, because we can always use an extra set of hands. The spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Barthen. The widow girl opens her eyes and whispers, Lariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? A frenzy of foreign thoughts come faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. The priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then you mustn't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near. There, in the vision, the darkness of the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths, a vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes at her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Barthen's head pounds with pain, and it's no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel, who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. What do you think? Fight off the illusion? Or continue to let it play out? Thoughts? I think we should let it play out. But, what do you think? Alright. And Barthen could do nothing to fight off the illusion. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Barthen could withstand. Crippling fatigue drags him to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing his skull and slowly creeping along his spine. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave, but it is not real. It exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they call Lariel. The foolish angel, struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, enters the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? The strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him and knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing its grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword and with his last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. Varthan senses the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. This I know, that one day someone will come up here and raise my sword. They will raise it up and..." Well, let's see here. Punish evildoers and traitors, or save and protect the innocent? Save and protect the innocent. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Varthan does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Varthan's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Varthan sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Varthan senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
Kneeling before the light, offering a prayer to Ayamade.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
You saw it too? The traitors? The dying girl?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you
Thank
can
you for the
whip it out
follow.
again? We
Greatly
kinda
appreciate
need
that.
it.
Whip it out again.
Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous, and when I'm upset, and when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Oh yes. The optimist. Ars Angel Mythic Path. Reveal the light of heaven. Okay, sure.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
Cool.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar, but this light is more... golden? Chief Sull needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Cool. Alright, I think I saw the memories of Lariel.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs, and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Apparently.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Okay, but I'm not sure it makes you less. Alright, well, lead on.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Love it.
What do we have here?
Gotcha. Huh. Protection from evil. Cool. Pearls. Helpful. Alright. Time to get mobile. Your character Diego got 28. Huh. Nat 20. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Ugh. That's less nice. Spiders. Why did it have to be spiders?
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Cross the wrong line.
They will break against our resolve.
No match for me.
She sounds pleasant. Charge. Splat. Nice. Looks like another spot to go across. Baser. Caustic mold. Fairy mushrooms. Shrooms, baby. Well, if I gotta climb. There.
Yet another obstacle.
Earth elemental.
You won't survive me.
Charge.
What's that there?
Are you still here?
Are you still here? Guess she can't charge.
You are today's sacrifice!
Sacrifice to what? Just out of curiosity. That was a terrible shot. No charging, huh? Okay.
I'll just sit here.
Ow. Oh, ow.
Endure this.
You guys really need to work on this missing thing. Like, stop.
Good guys always win.
One temporary hit point, enemies become dazzled. And I can set it to be used automatically.
Go for their hearts!
They'll beg me to stop.
Will they now? Oh, finally! Woohoo! Oh, man. Oh, man.
I will help where I can.
Got a potion or a heal, right? Drink up. Eek. Man, that hurt. Money. Want to cure light. Awesome. I'll take that. You get your potion. Get another potion. Don't do that again. I prefer my party to stay alive. Ow, indeed. Oof. Ow.
Call me again if you need to.
Oh yeah, sacrifice to what? I'm not 100% certain, but let's find out. Spirit Hunter. Okay. Most shamans seek spirits, learn from them. Spirit hunters pursue them to eliminate. Some of these loners are on a quest to rid the world of evil spirits and restless ghosts. Others fight spirits to gain more power, and some join the war spirits wage among themselves, no matter how mysterious and inscrutable for a mortal's mind these could be. Spirit hunters learn to enchant their weapons so it can harm the incorporeal enemies as easily as mortal flesh. So I'm guessing it's a sacrifice to the spirits. Alright then. Hole. Money. Or inflict. Brewing potions. Alright. Active.
Beautiful.
Helps to go with the whole party. Beautiful. Enjoy.
The light.
Let me draw the first blood.
Charge. Nice. Ooh, you're hiding? And I can't see you. Great.
Make every strike count.
Hey, look, found something. Aha! Really got to work on this missing thing.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll cut you wide open.
Well, at least you will on the next turn. My gosh.
The Inheritor, guide my blade. The light, take you.
Hurrah. Yes. Yeah, I attacked and rolled a 12. I rolled a 9. Plus 3, plus 2 for strength, plus 2 for flanking, minus 1 for power attack versus the armor class. So we hit. Yay. Ooh, masterwork. Money. Oh, yeah.
Let's see what we can do.
Well, let's see here. She's good with that rapier. She's probably just as good with a crossbow.
I hate the voice of the spirits.
Dunno. Let's try that. See if she does better.
I found something.
I found something that landed right in front of you, dear. Charge.
They'll beg me to stop.
You won't survive me.
The spirits demand your blood.
Woohoo! Masterwork sword. Shield. Probably super slow, but Zen Archer. Monk. I'm just gonna let you do your thing. Straight up fighter. Okay. right. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Sol. Lan. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you thought the Monquas were great people, the descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we are chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves, and another to fight in the shield maze. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you. And soft singing in the distance, it seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going. All because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. What about saving these kids? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of our tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sulk is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go on alone if I have to and find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find a way out to the surface. I'll think about it. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Who trusts this woman? Anybody? What do you think, chat? Think she should be trusted? Maybe? Leave the location. Before leaving, you could review what you've left behind. Cool. Just in case I missed stuff. That's handy. Neefholm. Didn't leave much behind. I guess maybe I can grab it. Coup de grace. Okay. Well, what do we think of the start of this? It's definitely an interesting beginning. Looks like we've met people. Her first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinkly, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom. Deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. Chief Sull, a heavy-set, aged mongrel, slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, eh? End times are upon us indeed. Chief Sull, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Land points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who could hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We could go and save them. Sull raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lan. Always dreaming. Always talking. You're too hasty. Too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you into trouble. Sull's eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because she likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Budwog stares you intently, like a cat watching a bird. Dialogue options restricted by Mystic Path. Well, I don't trust Wendewog as far as I can throw her, because she's such an optimist, right? She seems like the pragmatic sort. Like if you knew it was going to be between you and her, she would try to make sure it was her. But hey, maybe I'm being too harsh. I don't know. Sull points off to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Sull laughs but quickly returns to business. It's not good. Too many uplanders. It's not good. It's not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. Alright, what do you think? Show the sword? Be chaotic. To be honest, I think that, like I said, I don't really trust Wendewog, so I think I was going to show the sword. I'm still a good guy, right? The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Sull is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So, it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came back. Back from the dead, he came to save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Wendewog hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. Idiot! You see a bright light You think maybe the maze is no match for you? You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan, but we're neithers. We're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes? But they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. All right, Chief. Understood. What's up with quite a few hours? This is the difference between life and death for those kids. But if they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Mondoag only grits her teeth in silence. Yay, experience points. And it looks like everybody leveled. Hooray! Level up! Stay a shaman. What am I gonna get? A hex. Oops. An extra point. Where to put it? Let's find religion. That's not bad. Ooh, sorry. Alright. Paladin. No points. Okay. I think it auto-leveled. I thought I had set that up not to happen. That's okay. Yeah, looks like they're auto-leveling. I could live with it. Okay, so now I get to choose stuff, huh? Precise shot. Works for me. Longbow, because that's what it's using. Deadly aim's fine. Okay, awesome. Well, we've leveled up. That's good. Well, it's getting a little late for me, unfortunately. So I think this is probably going to be my best stopping point for the time being. I do hope everybody had a lot of fun. I definitely appreciate everybody coming in to watch. Let's save this game real quick. All right, excellent. Let everybody have fun. Let everybody enjoy. Let everybody have any comments, concerns, questions. Did we like it? Did we enjoy it? Did you have fun with this game? Do you want to see more? That's a better question. Because I definitely plan to continue because it's definitely getting interesting. That's for sure. Everybody's so quiet tonight. Well, that's okay. So Sunday I will be back again to pick back up on Control, and Wrath will be my secondary game for a little while, but I will try to stream that as often as I can get to it, for sure. This is really crooked today. All right. Well, again, I do thank everybody for watching. I appreciate all the new followers. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely feel free to come join me again. Do keep an eye on the schedule. Like I said, I will be back on Sunday for more Control. Could potentially be there tomorrow, but tomorrow looks like it's going to be a bit of a busy day. There's some things that came up during the week. They're going to take away my time from tomorrow. But that's okay. We'll see if I can make it back in. We'll do some more of either some more Wrath or possibly some more Control. We'll see which. Other than that, though, I do thank everybody for attending. Thank you very much. I hope you guys all have a great night. I hope you have a little bit of fun. And we'll see you the next time.